Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Stay a While podcast. I know it's been a little minute, but I'm finally back and I'm finally ready with a new, very interesting topic for everyone today. And I actually don't think anyone's really covered this one yet, so this one here will be a nice refresher coming back from a little break. And that question is, why do roads make for such great metaphors or analogies? As recently, what I've been noticing is that while I'm looking on the internet, I'm at school, stuff like that, I keep just hearing people make these odd comparisons with roads. And it really got me thinking, because as much as I like a good analogy or a good metaphor like the next guy, it just always struck me as weird. Here, let me give you some examples of what I've heard. For example, I heard actually one of my own friends one time said, life in many ways is like a road. There will be bumps in the road, and it is up to you to decide at what speed you will hit the bumps at, and at what time you will decide when it will happen. And that really just got me thinking. Ever since I heard that, it was just really, roads are actually a brilliant tool that can be used to describe a lot of things. Here's another one that another one of my friends told me one time. Life in many ways is like a road. Sometimes you will take a wrong turn, but then eventually you will always find the end goal that you had in mind. Or something like that. She never really made any sense with that stuff. But that's not the thing. That was just me explaining it. The real question is, why are roads used so much in analogies like this, or in metaphors like this, or in comparisons like this? Well, it's because, think about it, roads have so many different kinds of ways they could be. You can have a bumpy road, you can have a smooth road, you can have a cracked road, and there's so many different ways you can go. You can have a nice forested road, in the middle of nowhere, highway, stuff like that, or maybe right in the middle of the city, surrounded by buildings and stuff. Setting matters a lot too. Say if it's in the winter or something. I was really thinking, maybe I've been looking at metaphors wrong my whole life. Maybe there isn't any other comparisons you need to do. Maybe all metaphors from now on should just be about roads. I couldn't really have any other way to explain it. I've even found myself recently thinking about some, this video, for example. This channel in many ways is actually like a road. You guys kept waiting for another episode to be released one day, like a road. But at the end of the road, you found your end goal, which will most likely be watching this video as soon as it comes out. And, I don't typically make, a community post long before I make a video, but I just figured that after I had been enlightened by this topic, there was no way I could have left this out. There was absolutely no way. It's truly a magical thing. When I started going into this channel, I was thinking that most of my topics would be stuff that I was already well versed in, stuff that I've already thought about or known about before. But this has just been a completely new thought for me, and honestly, I didn't even know how to react when I first heard it. And ever since then, I can't tell you how much my life has changed. That was actually a big reason why I took this break. It gave me a lot of time to just think about what those are for, what I could go through while thinking about these. And I was thinking of the perfect analogy for road while I was gone all that time. You know, I had a buddy come up to me and he told me that maybe this is what you need. Maybe this is like your key to true success. And I thought he was crazy, but ever since I made my first comparison, it was then and there I realized that he was right. He was actually right. So that's basically why we're here now. You know, it's actually encouraged me to come make this, and I'm hoping that you guys are finding this just as crazy as I could be. It's just I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm like getting off topic right now, but it's just like, you know, maybe you guys could try and make your own road comparisons. You know, just after you see this, maybe just write one down in the comments, and maybe you'll see what I mean. Maybe you'll see what I mean. It's just, you know, like even this comparison can be like a road. You know, it has many twists and turns, but at the end, there's a goal to it. And that is what everyone needs to figure out. And that's why you need to start with the road comparisons today. I've never looked back. I've never had regrets over this, and quite frankly, I'm surprised this has even happened the way it has. So I think that should about explain today's topic, which was, why are roads so good for analogies? Anyways, I hope to see you in the next one, and I hope that you'll stay a while. And happy April Fool's Day.